Welcome to Vert Attack 2016. This is the 10th anniversary of Vert Attack, and I have the circus ringmaster with me right here. J-Mag is going to talk about what we're going to see today, what we've seen the last few days, and a little Vert Attack history. First of all, J-Mag, thanks for having the circus back in town, letting all these wild freaks come over and take over your skate park in your city for the last few days. We love being here. It all leads up to today. Today's the finals. The way the schedule's going to work today, first we have the Pro-Am semifinals, then the Masters semifinals, and then all of the final rounds start. We have juniors, girls, Masters, and the big show, the Pro Finals, is at the end of the day. J-Mag, talk to us, baby.
Yeah, we're stoked. 10-year anniversary. Not bad. Yeah, we're stoked everybody's here. We have a really good lineup of skaters this year, as usual. There's been heavy sessions since Sunday evening. There's a couple of new guys that I haven't seen that are, Clay. I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah, that's been a huge talk of the whole week. I know that I've been getting texts from my friends back home in America about Clay Kreiner. Clay Kreiner's first Vert Attack. There's been all these clips on Instagram and Facebook everywhere. Clay skated the prelim round, no pads, took a few massive slams, but qualified first by a mile, so he's going to be in the Pro-Am semifinals. And I just saw him skating practice right now. He didn't skate yesterday. He's on the ramp right now. You guys will see it in a minute. He's going like 9 feet with no pads, so Clay Kreiner has definitely been a huge highlight this Vert Attack week.
He hit his tail in the ceiling, right?
Yeah,
on a 540.
He did. He's on the screen right now. That's Clay Kreiner. Stale tail slide over the channel, just warming up. These guys are going to be starting their runs in about 20 minutes. The Pro-Am semifinals. They got about 20 more minutes of practice. Yeah, eggplant over the channel. Just as we're talking about him, Clay Kreiner takes a perfect warm-up run. So yeah, Clay has been a huge talk. We have some other new people that are here for their first time Vert Attack. Always some new Brazilians make the trip over here. There's a whole Brazilian contingent that's ripping. Little CJ Collins is in the junior final. It's his first trip to Malmo. Everyone's super excited to see him skate. Poppy Star from Australia. The girls contest is looking really good. So tell us a little bit about Vert Attack history and why you started this event and what it's grown to after 10 years.
Okay, so basically having this ramp here, when Brigade was built in 1998, the ramp was all the ramps were kind of this size, and then all the ramps took off. And there was a lot of talk about, catching on, building bigger ramps, but they were pretty good at that in Copenhagen. That's 20 minutes away. So we were thinking like, hey, let's keep our ramp this size. Little bit because I think it's more accessible for more people to skate it. And if we wanted to skate a bigger trainer, we could go 20 minutes to Copenhagen. It's not that far. So and then we were just thinking trying to come up with some event around the ramp that had a little bit of old school feeling to it, and also trying to make people continue to do contests even though you get older, because that weren't the case in vert skating at the moment.
Right.
And so I was just taking the advantage of having a ramp and just starting to build something, and it's 10 years and we're here.
I think for me the coolest thing about Vert Attack is it's so inclusive. You have the juniors, you have the girls, you have pros and masters. A lot of the big vert contests over the years. For me, when I was competing as a pro, X Games and Dew Tour, all these big events were invite only. It was such a small amount of guys. It was fun. It was good money, but you're skating with only 10 guys, and a lot of the top guys weren't getting invited. This is just open. Anyone can come. And even the Pro-Am division, there's some guys that might just be the local ripper at their park somewhere in the world, and they come and skate with some of the best guys in the world, and just the sessions leading up to the contest. It's just, it's really cool that just everyone is welcome at Vert
Yeah,
Attack.
that's the idea. I mean, it's not about who's best, because everybody can perform. We've seen it in 2 days now. You know, it's everybody gets as much appreciation, even though you make your first channel frontside air, or if you make a 540 in the ceiling, it's all skateboarding and it's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's been a little bit the idea about trying to build something that's for everybody. I mean, I think that's really important, and also that Vert Attack is trying to create something annual that I do not compete, but I go to Vert Attack.
Right.
And that's what I do, because I fit in there somehow.
Yeah.
They're all freaks.
Yeah, and a lot of the guys that I'm a huge fan of that don't compete would always, you know, like Peter Hewitt or something. Peter Hewitt would come here and rip and skate, and sometimes he would skate the contest. Maybe he wouldn't skate the contest, but just skating with him and having a session was always a highlight. I love that about Vert Attack. What's the plan for the future? Where's it going to go from here? This is 10 years now.
Yeah, we have a plan where to take it. No, we'll see how we can put that into play, though. We got some ideas. I don't want to say anything now because it's really unsure what to do, but you know, you cannot kill something like this.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure that it can keep on getting better.
Right.
We don't want it to go down. We want it to be better.
Yep.
And I think now we're done 10 years. You know, it's last year we all say it's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah.
You know, so and I mean, last year the skating was unbelievable. This year, it's also unbelievable. And this year we added a little bit more like live music each evening by the ramp. I think a lot of people have been appreciating that. It's been like an open free session with a band. So we got a little bit of more music this year for the anniversary. Like it's a big party tonight with 3 bands playing. We got Grindline the band here, we got Macrad here, and we got a Swedish band called Horizont. That's really good. So I've been trying to build a little bit more about the atmosphere.
Scene, yeah, everything looks great, and the art shows in the back. Thanks, J-Mag. Appreciate everything that you do for Vert Attack, and we'll see you also in a few months at the Vans Park Series World Championships. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Right now, we're going to bring in one of the official mascots of Vert Attack. We're going to bring in the man, Jeff Hedges, who's skating a little bit later, qualified to make the cut for the Masters semifinal. Have a seat, Fedge. Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
This guy has been to the last few Vert Attacks. A few Vert Attacks. He spent a little bit more time in Malmo than he planned, but he's always one of the guys that's driving the sessions out here, and even periscoped some of the qualifying rounds a couple days ago from his phone when we could only do the webcast on one day. So Fedge helped out to show some of the diehards the qualifying rounds. Talk about what Vert Attack means to you.
It's pure vert. It's skateboarding like I remember it when I was young. It was maybe a ramp a little smaller than this that I really learned to skate on, Joe Lope's ramp. And is this thing on?
Eric, we're checking out audio right
Hello,
now.
hello. Yeah, you can hear me all right. But yeah, this is like the gold standard size ramp from, say, 88, 89, 90. And maybe 90 it started going up to 10-foot ramps and, you know, I'm most comfortable on this in a way. Even after all these years of skating the bigger ramps, I come here and it doesn't take me very long to adjust at all, and I feel like home.
Yeah.
You know? But more than just the ramp, it's about, like John said, about every skater being appreciated. You can come here and not really be feeling on your game, and people will be like, oh, no, you're ripping. And like you said, someone learns a trick who's just basically, like, we think of it as a basic trick, but you can see a guy putting his heart into it, trying harder than anything he's done in the last year. You know, yesterday I made a trick I haven't done in 2-3 years.
What was that?
Stupid Circus Vargas, we call it. That's gymnast plan. I tried a couple in practice. I don't know. And then at contest, I said, I got to do it. It's the circus. We got to join the circus.
You got to tell the story about when you had your unintended vacation in Malmo a couple years ago.
I actually got to see a lot of Sweden. There's a lot of upsides to this story. But it started with practice in the morning of the contest. So I've been here since Vert Attack 5. That's 6 years now. But I've only entered 5 because 2 years ago I hung up on somebody's board And I've never hit the bottom so hard, and I'm a little too old to be doing that.
It was like straight jump from the coping to the flat.
Yeah, it was pretty much my shoulder and chest hit first at the bottom. I thought I was all right. I mean, my back hurt, and I knew I wasn't going to skate. But we got a doctor here. He's a fantastic guy. He knows what he's doing. Stitched up Dove yesterday. Watched that go down. He's doing great. But anyway, yeah, I popped the lung apparently. He told me, and I didn't believe it. Went to the hospital. He was spot on. I had to spend the night in ICU, 3 days in the hospital, and 3 weeks here before they let me fly home.
Obviously, punctured lung, you can't fly. So 3 weeks vacation, and you got a job and a family at home. So that was
I had my computer. I worked from the office up here.
Yeah.
They set me up with a place to stay. I stayed at John's house for a while. Kept in touch with the family. We all went through it. It was just another life experience. I'm still here to skate.
So this trip, you brought the family. So
That's
if you
right.
have any unintended vacations, at least you got the family to take care of you.
That's right.
Awesome. What are some highlights of the sessions so far this week, or just
Well, for
your
me
trip to
personally,
Vert?
you mentioned Clay already. We can't say enough about Clay. But also, I got to skate in a great heat yesterday. The guys I skated with are far and above better than me, but it made me skate better, and I loved it. And then I've got guys I skate with back home. We've got a crew from Northern California, the Berkeley crew, out here. And one of our guys made it. All the other guys did shit that they wanted to do, and it was a great time. Everybody goes home happy no matter what at this point.
So you and Zach in the semis representing NorCal.
The young and the old.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love hanging with that crew.
Yeah.
Any other highlights from the girls or the juniors? What about little Tate and
I can't believe
Ale from Italy?
The skill, right, of these kids. Yeah. It's amazing what they're doing. The girls keep getting better. We got Lizzie, who entered the Pro Open.
And beat like 50 guys.
Yep. And then she's in the finals today with the girls. We had Calamity Jean skating with us, Jean Rusin in the old timers division. She's over 40 and ripping and proud of it. Good times, man.
We got a little look into practice right now. Jimmy Wilkins just popping out of a practice run.
Here comes Beckett.
Looks like Sam Beckett dropping in. We got just about maybe 12 or 14 minutes to go of Pro-Am practice before we start these semifinals. These guys are going to be battling for 8 final spots in the Pro-Am division, and that is going to be super gnarly cut to make because there's about 20 deserving pros on that list.
We know it's about 3 a.m. back home in the West Coast. Wake up.
Oh, there's some diehards awake for sure. Little bit easier on the East Coast than the U.S., but yeah, I know we got some Vert diehards out there.
They want to see these qualifications. They wanted to see the qualifications the first day. That's why I did it. Your job is safe. I don't think I did a very good job on the announcing, but I did what I could and had fun, and hopefully everyone else did too.
Any predictions for today? Who's your call for the pro contest?
I won't call because to me, you start talking about favorites, we're going to be 20, 30 guys deep before we end talking. Whether it's in normal skating or at this contest, I couldn't judge it and I won't.
So Fedge is not choosing any predictions. Well, thanks for chatting with us.
We'll see
thanks
good
for
shit out of
always
many people.
being a big part of Vert Attack. We're going to throw to a little break, and we're going to be back in just a few minutes with the first heat of Pro-Am semifinals.
See you guys.